We welcome you to Sacramento City College. Randy Routier and Will James with you on a gorgeous Northern California day. Bright and sunny, game time temperature at 70 degrees. Sacramento City College Panthers with a 4-4 record playing host to the Feather River College Golden Eagles, looking for their first win of the season. They come in 0-8, and Will James, the Panthers, getting set to kick off the second week in a row. They will be here at Hughes Stadium. Tough loss last week.
Well, their entire season has been a story of roller coaster ride with ups and downs. They're 4-4 on the season. They won 2, lost 2, won 2, and lost 2. So this is a big game for them to get over the 500 mark here at home today.
Panthers in their red and white uniforms, white numbers on their uniforms. They are set to kick, and the kick is away. The game is off to the start, taken at the 21, right up the middle, and a return, good return to the 35.
Daniel Lindsay on the run back, and he's been their top ball carrier this season, and certainly this afternoon, head coach Tom Simi is going to look for big things from him today.
So out come the Golden Eagles. Feather River College in Quincy, California. North of here, north of Sacramento. They have the ball at their own 35. Snap back. They're going to there. The left-hander shoots it out. It's, almost picked off at the 40. That was right there. Terrence March had it. I think Terrence was thinking 6.
Oh, that was definitely going to be a pick 6 had he held on to that. There was nobody between him and the goal line. He just couldn't handle it. Intended for their Ty Noah Williams on that.
March, a freshman linebacker out of Natomas High School in Sacramento. He's had an outstanding year for the Panthers. Man goes in motion, and they run it off to the right side. Nice gain up to the 41-yard line.
And there again, it's Daniel Lindsay, their top rusher, and he's a nifty-looking back with good moves, and he carries for 5.
Third down and 5 for the Golden Eagles. Four wideouts into the game. 3rd and 5. They shoot it out to the right side. That's a good pickup up to the 47-yard line. First down.
Well, he really drilled it in there at that time, and it was just enough for the first down. This is an important opening possession for the Golden Eagles. They've had trouble scoring the football. They're averaging about 15 points a ball game and giving up 40. So you can see the disparity there. Their offense has really struggled this season, and this would be a big confidence builder for this squad on their opening drive if they can take it all the way.
So Archie, after the first down toss, steps up to the line of scrimmage. Lindsay, the lone tailback, and Lindsay gets a carry around left end. He's got a hole there, but a yellow flag comes out, and you would imagine this will be going back.
I would think so. Unfortunate for the Golden Eagles, that was going to be a pretty decent carry on first down, but they're going to get backed up here, and this has been a tremendous problem for them all season. The penalty yardage has been phenomenal, assessed against Feather River this year, with highs of 171, 186, 155, and 153.
And that is pretty indicative of why they are 0-8 on the season. You just really, really hard to overcome that many mistakes and that much penalty yardage. So they move them back to the 37 now. Still first down. Opening possession for the Golden Eagles. They've got a screen. It's set up well. They get back to the original line of scrimmage, their own 47.
Well, that was a tremendous catch right there on a difficult pass. They get back the penalty yardage. They pick up 10 on the play, so it's going to leave them holding against the Golden Eagles. Second penalty in 3 downs. And we just got done talking about the penalty problem, so there it is, actually back-to-back penalties. So dig a deeper hole.
And it's not only the yardage that takes you backwards, but it's the yardage that gets negated by the penalty. So now they are all the way back at their 32-yard line. Left-hander rolls, shoots it high, incomplete into the Panthers sideline.
He was going for Edensky Lormias on that, but he was well covered on the play, and the high throw incomplete. And Alexis Archie, the left-handed QB, had trouble rolling to that side as a left-handed passer.
Covered there by Raphael Lewis, the sophomore cornerback from Casumnas Oaks High School. He's had an outstanding year. This defense has been stout all year for the Panthers. Now they run the play right up the middle, and the gain will be up near the 40-yard line, and it will bring up 3rd and long. They have to go all the way down to the Panther 43 for a first down. Just underway here.
I tell you, Lindsey is a good-looking back. He gained 8 on that play, changed direction twice right in the middle of the field with people all around him. Good-looking running back.
Lindsey, 416 yards rushing on the season. Goes out, short pattern, and that ball was thrown over both Lindsey and also Lormus out there. So, Panther defense stiffens, and the Golden Eagles will punt the football away. Dropping back is Devon Gillum for the Panthers, number 5. Panthers have 11 men up. They do not really come after the punt. Left-footed boot, and it hits at the Panther 32. A little bit of a roll in the Golden Eagles' favor. Touched dead at right about the 22-yard line. So the Panthers get their hands on the football for the first time here this afternoon, 4 o'clock start time. SportsNetUSA.net. Glad to have you along here in the final regular season home game for the Panthers. Shavers comes out. He started last week, gets a start today. That's a nice grab and taking it up to the 30-yard line. That was a very low pass, but Green went down, got it, made a nice spin move. Nice first down pickup. We'll give him 7.
Credit him for not coughing up the football because he got pounded hard from behind by Daniel Garces and was able to hold on to the football.
Gillum leaves the game for the Panthers. Going out wide right is Hampton. Hampton last week had a good game. He and Shavers had some nice hookups. 9-7 loss last week. And they try to run that power sweep to the right side, quick sweep, whatever you choose to call it. And for Sacramento, that is called a loss of yardage.
Well, it was almost like Feather River knew what that play was in advance. I mean, they had 3 players on him immediately, and that play was busted.
So Green, who had the carry, comes out to the left side. It is 3rd down and 8 now for the Panthers. Firing it out to the right side. That ball could have been picked off. Boy.
Looked like some communication problems there between passer and receiver. They were not on the same page there. The throw was to the outside, and the receiver was still going downfield before he made his first cut.
Hit off the hands of defender Nate Woods that time. So the Panthers are lucky that wasn't intercepted, and they're looking at 4th and 8. They'll bring out the punting unit.
Well, the Golden Eagles should pick up some field position here unless there's a tremendous punt.
Elijah Simmering doing the punting chores the whole season. He gets it, boots it away. It is caught, and down he goes. at the 45-yard line. No fair catch signal that time.
Well, that was a gutty decision to not fair catch on that. There was no flag because he did not call for a fair catch. And, again, he was fortunate to hold on to the football. But look at the field position.
I believe that was Barnes that did not signal for the fair catch. So good field position for the Golden Eagles, their second possession. Thought maybe this might be a high-scoring game, but the defenses have been pretty good so far in the early going. Trying to get out the right side and doing so. That's Lindsey. You said Lindsey was their all-around back. He shows it there, sweeping wide to the right, number 3, and he'll be just shy of the first down. Second down and a yard to go.
Well, he's their leading rusher and second leading receiver. He's definitely their top offensive player, and the Panthers are going to have to keep a closer eye on him.
3 touchdowns on the season for Lindsey. 2nd and 1 inside Panther territory. Lindsey gets a carry again, tries to spin away. That's going to be very, very close.
They were looking for him on that one. That was rather predictable on a 2nd and 1 play there, and Sac City's defense was on him.
Out of Aquinas High School, state of Georgia. So no gain, 3rd down and 1. Now they have 2 backs in the backfield, 2 wideouts far left. They give it to Lindsey, and he's going to pick up the first down. I think he got over, but maybe not.
That's going to be close. They may measure for that, but credit Lindsey. That play was designed to go outside, and the defense stepped out and cut off the outside sweep, and he made a very nice change of direction and cut inside to make the lunge for the first down. And
they're not even going to measure, Will. They say it's short. So it brings up 4th down and very short, half a yard maybe.
Well, I'm not the coach of this ball club. That belongs to Tom Simi, but if I had an 0-8 ball club on the road and needed 4th and a foot, I sure would not punt the football.
Looks like the Panthers weren't sure about it either. They just now send a deep man back.
What have they got to lose?
And that punt, it gets a great roll for the Golden Eagles, though. It will be touched dead at the 4-yard line. So it was a short punt, but it got about 15 extra yards as it rolled down towards the Panther goal line. 8:33 to go. No score yet here in the first quarter.
Well, that was a terrific punt, no doubt. But still, I question the decision to punt there instead of going for it on 4th and a foot at midfield.
Julio Vargas with a good punt. He also handles the kicking chores. Panthers come out. First down, they run it up the middle, and the gain is out to about the 14-yard line.
Well, Johnson, who got a workout last week, back at it again. Nice carry, picking up 9 on that.
They go with the quick snap, and they will pick it up on the right side. Panthers pick up the tempo. And Johnson with the carry gets a first down.
That was an important first down.
So the ball is marked at the 15-yard line. 8:03 to go in the first quarter. And going out wide right is Hampton. Let's see if he gets a shot over there. No, they keep it on the ground. Johnson spinning for 3, maybe 4 off the left side.
Well, last week in a lineup shuffle, Johnson really got a workout. And he had 20 carries in that ball game. And so Coach Walker is sticking with him, and so far it's paying off.
2nd down and 7. Shavers Fakes, rolls to the right, has a receiver out there. He was wide open, and that pass just slipped away, floated on him. LeBady was out there, no one near him.
Well, Shavers, who basically got his baptism as a starter last week as well, just rushed that. Play was well designed but not executed. And he'd like to have that one back, no doubt.
Panthers come in averaging 17 points a game. So offensively, both of these teams pretty even. 3rd down and 7. Shavers now looks to the right side. He's got Twins over there. Sets up, comes back to the left side. It is caught. That should be a first down. He hits Gillum.
That was an exceptional catch right there. He had to go way up, but it still towed the sideline and keep a foot in there to make the grab. But I think there's going to be some discussion. I see a penalty marker.
Long discussion down there.
Okay.
Yep.
Referee Brian Michelson indicates a chop block against the Panthers. Our officiating crew today, headed by Michelson, who's working with umpire David Preciado, head linesman Mike Downs, Dan Dean, the line judge, Rocky Polito, the field judge, Rob Gredbig, our side judge, and the back judge today, Joshua Aragon.
3rd down and 16 now. Shavers goes under center, and they keep it on the ground. They run Johnson to the right side. Not a lot of room over there. A short gain. And the Panthers, for their second possession, do very little offensively, and they will punt the football.
No, they both offenses looking rather anemic right now. As you said, both clubs averaging about the same number of points per game. The big difference between the two is the Panthers have played stellar defense this year, whereas Feather River has been giving up 40 points a game. But so far, that hasn't proved out yet.
Simmering back to punt. It's high but short. Calling for a fair catch, and falling down is Houston Barnes. Now, it looked like, and the Panthers have it, it looked like his own man hit him.
No doubt. Tough luck for Golden Eagles. Big break for the Panthers. The 2 punt returners not on the same page there. Unfortunate for the visitors. They would have had terrific field position right at the 50. But as it is now, the turnover gives the ball back to the Panthers from their own 45.
And for the Golden Eagles, a bad combination, turnovers and penalties. Really, really difficult to overcome both of those. So the Panthers, on their 3rd possession, have great field position. I think it was Cameron Calder that got that fumble.
Well, let's see if the Panthers try to sting them on 1st down. No, they're conservative.
But instead of Johnson, it is Hansen. Hansen, the leading rusher for the Panthers. What a great year he has had.
He has had one of the best years I've seen in a long time for Sac City or anyone in community college football. Just a hard-nosed running back, dynamite, big-time player. He's rushed for 811 yards and 9 TDs, and he is great after contact. Gain of 6.
2nd down and 4. Here he goes again, and he takes it down to the 40.
Now, he's exceptional, and anybody would like to have him in their backfield. He's definitely an all-leaguer, and somebody is going to scoop him up on the 4-year level. He's got a nice future ahead of him.
So he's got another 1st down for Sac City. They come out 2 wideouts on the left side here. Give is off to the left side. A short gain, maybe a gain of 1 yard. Hansen, the ball carrier, a sophomore out of Pleasant Grove High School in Elk Grove.
Of course, he was carrying the football for head coach Joe Catolico, who's now moved on to the head position at Sheldon High School. And Hansen was tremendous in 3 varsity seasons there with the Eagles.
Well, they give him a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8, and he's got the carry again. Smack down at the 46-yard line, or the 36-yard line, rather.
Tough defense that time by the Golden Eagles in the person of Jamie Taylor. Hard shot, but a good gain. A pickup of 4 on the play.
Hansen, very tough inside runner, but he can get that corner as well, as he just demonstrated there. 3rd and 6, he remains the tailback. Panthers on the drive. Shavers throws it out, has his man caught, and they said he stepped out of bounds. That's Hampton.
Well, they're going to be shy of a first down by a couple of yards here, and I anticipate that the Panthers will go for it here. I know they want to sustain this drive. And everything on paper certainly would indicate that they should go for it here. They're going to need 2 yards from the Feather River 33.
Panthers trying to bounce back from a tough loss last week here at Hughes Stadium on SportsNetUSA.net. Lost to Siskiyou 9-7. Shavers calls timeout.
Well, they need to be on the same page here with an important 4th down play. But as you mentioned, that loss a week ago, 9-7, 6 of the 8 Sac City ball games have been determined by 4 points or less. I mean, they have played close game after close game after close game. Last week, no exception. And right now, they're locked up in a scoreless tie with an 0-8 team.
Well, the good thing is their defense will generally keep them in any game, but the offense just could not get going last week. It was very frustrating. I know it was frustrating for them, but it just seemed like they couldn't get anything generated and sustain any kind of drives that we've seen them do here in the 2016 season.
That's quite true, and there was a significant shakeup in the starting lineup. We saw a lot of new faces getting their first starting assignment of the year, and that unfamiliarity was a key factor in a football team and offense being less than cohesive.
4th down and 2 for Sac City. Send a man in motion, and they counter. It's Hansen. He cuts inside. He's got a first down. Looked like he took a shot to the head, got down near the 20. There you see Hansen. Wow, what he is powerfully built, and he runs like it.
No doubt, and he did take a shot. Clifford Taylor, number 5 on this ball club, but linebacker, a sophomore backer, really put a hit on him. And Houston Barnes up from the secondary clobbered him as well.
2 wideouts go to the right side. Give it off to Hansen. Why not? Hansen with a short gain. Gains maybe a yard that time.
Well, like the Sac City defense is looking at Lindsey as the key guy, certainly in reverse. Feather River is now going to be looking at Hansen pretty hard.
Hansen leaves the game. Johnson replaces him. So a gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. Shavers runs to the sideline, runs back into the huddle. Play clock down to 11. Hampton is out to the right side. Green bottom left. Johnson with the carry right up the middle. And the offensive line got a good push right at the end. They'll be just shy of the 15-yard line. Fast first quarter. We are down to 2:20 to go here in the opening quarter.
Well, as you can see, most of the plays have been run plays. Very little passing so far, so not too many stoppages on the clock. And as a result, like you say, we're in the last couple minutes here of the first.
3rd down and about 5 to go. Rolling to the right, Shavers. He's got LeBady out there again. This time it is perfect. LeBady drives to the end zone, but will be just short.
He tried to vault in there, but he got submarined near the 5 and crashed pretty hard. But they've got a 1st and goal at the 1.
And that was the same pass that earlier they ran around and Shavers floated it just too high. Nobody out there. So LeBady with the big pass reception.
15 yards on the play.
The ball is at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal from the 2. Off to the left side and going in. That's a touchdown.
Hansen had a stagger step angling to his left and then saw a slight alley there and just powered up and took on 2 defenders to crash in for the score.
Golden Eagles were stringing it out pretty good, and then Hansen saw his opening, cut up inside, and the Panthers on the board. 1:24 to go in the opening quarter. They take a 6-0 lead. And now Simmering will try to tack on one more, make it 7-0. Good snap. The hold is down. Kick looks good. It is. And the Panthers strike first. Very important in this type of game, especially considering last week when they got out and then let that lead slip away.
To be sure. And the fumbled punt on the mix-up with the return between those Golden Eagle run-back guys, it really hurt them bad. Gave Sacramento great field position. They go 55 yards in 10 plays.
And that's what you have to do if you're looking to rebound after a loss, is take advantage of any miscues, any penalties, any mistakes, and make the other team pay for it. The Panthers did exactly that.
A couple of big plays in that drive, a 13-yard run by Hansen to get them down to the 20-yard line, and then the 15-yard pickup to LeBady to get him at the 1.
Panthers kick it very short, taken at the 17. Bringing it back. Oh, a good open field tackle. That was very nice by Darius Williams. Looked like maybe the Golden Eagles had something going on the return to the right, but Williams shut it down.
Textbook tackle. He stuck his shoulder in there and wrapped up both legs. That's called wrapping it up. He didn't rely on a big hit. He tackled him. I like to see that.
So if you are a young player at home, you might want to watch that and watch it over and over if you can. So the Golden Eagles come out. Now they're down by 7. We have a change at quarterback. They go to the air. It is caught.
Well, they've gone back to their customary starter, George Barajas. He's had the majority of the snaps this year, but underwhelming statistics, you could say. On the season, Barajas is completing just 42% of his passes. No touchdown passes, but 6 interceptions.
So he has been handed the chores of running the offense. He's going to be, no, he doesn't get sacked. Thought he was down. Did a good job avoiding that sack and throwing the incomplete pass.
He was on the verge of going down, and Josh Johnson, who you spoke of earlier, had him wrapped up almost. But Barasas able to escape and get away.
Johnson, number 99. If you're watching the game, watch number 99. He's a big-time player out of Cosumnes Oaks High School, leading the team in tackles, Will, as a defensive lineman. Very rare. Panthers showing blitz. 3rd down, and again, nearly a sack. Now they will get him. They slowed him down, and now they'll drop him back to the 26-yard line.
Well, on that play, credit Colton Lamson out of Union Mine High School. He turned that play in and held on until help arrived, resulting in a nice defensive stop right there to force a punt.
Panthers could get pretty good field position here. Good snap. high, beautiful punt. And Gillum signals for the fair catch, and he brings it in. And they'll mark it at the 25, first down for the Panthers. From there, they have the football. They lead, and there's just 7 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. 7-0 our score. Panthers out in front on a 2-yard touchdown run by Hansen. Shavers looks over to the right side, takes a snap, runs that way, and he's going to run the football.
Well, that's a good way to get your quarterback clobbered.
It looked like a run play all the way, too, Will. He wasn't looking to throw the ball, no gain. So at the end of one, they will switch ends, and for the Panthers, they lead at the end of one, 7-0 here on SportsNetUSA.net. Back with the second quarter. Okay, so we are set for the start of the second quarter. Good opening, well-paced first quarter. Panthers leading 7-0. Green goes in motion. He gets the carry. He's got some room, and he picks up about 11 on that carry. And it looks like it will be another Panther first down. Always hesitate because of the flag situation.
Well, he showed exceptionally quick feet right there. It was a sweep to the left, and when he did cut, there wasn't much daylight there, but a nice little alley, and he stepped inside and ran for the first down.
So the ball is at the Panther 46-yard line. Clinton wide to the right side. Green goes in motion again. Johnson right up the middle. A huge hole. He pounds ahead for about 9.
That was a nice counter play. They had a man in motion and then stepped back in the handoff to Johnson. There was a nice running lane right up the middle.
Devon Johnson averaging 3.7 yards a carry. Gain of 6, second down and 4. Johnson pounds it to the right side again, down inside Golden Eagles territory.
That was well contained, and they're fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage. Credit Houston Barnes up from the secondary to stuff that play.
Third down and 4. Clinton wide to the left side. Twins down here on the bottom right. Shavers, and they set up the screen. Johnson has it to the 45, down to the 40. He's got more than enough for another Panther first down.
Well, credit Shavers unloading. He had extreme pressure applied that time and got popped pretty hard in the backfield, but able to deliver a nice strike to Johnson there.
Ball is at the Feather River 40-yard line. 3 wideouts into the game. Johnson remains the tailback. Golden River coming up like they're bringing in their backers. Now they back out of it. And timeout taken by the Panthers. They will be down to their last timeout here in the first half.
I still think it's a good move, though, Randy. They got the football up to 40 with a fresh set of downs. They're leading at 7-0, and if they can coordinate and finish off this drive and get a 2-touchdown cushion, they'll be in good shape, and they could front run for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I agree. The offense now, they've got some momentum. They haven't had a penalty on these last 2 drives, so that's good to see. And do not want to lose that momentum. Looks like they are having some things starting to gel here.
And more importantly, in these sustained drives that have been generated mostly by the run game, it's kept that Feather River defense out there a long time already here, and we're just now into the second quarter. So we'll keep an eye on that as well, a major fatigue factor.
Green goes in motion, hesitates, now continues on. Oh, busted play. And the Panthers are lucky that ball was not fumbled.
Well, that was a tremendous collision there. And one of the Golden Eagles is slow in getting up. John Philip Bombeck credited with the tackle, but he took the brunt of the hit, and he's limping off the field right now. He got shellacked.
Well, the good news is he's not needing help to get off the field. Out of Hamburg High School in Hamburg, Germany.
Loss of 5, 2nd and 15.
So let's see if the Panthers can overcome that sack. Shavers stays in the game. Draw play to Johnson over to the left side. He breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Then 3 defenders come in, help finish him off, and he is just at the 40-yard line.
He got the penalty yardage back, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. And we'll see if the Panthers want to go back to the air here to try to sustain this drive. Although they may have such confidence in their defense that this could be 4-down territory.
Shavers has 2 wideouts to the right, sets up, and this time nothing doing on that screen. Hampton got the pass, but it's right at the line of scrimmage. So 4th and 10 for Sac City. Simmering will come out with the punting unit.
That was a very dangerous throw right there. There were defenders all around the receiver, and it was such a short throw. It wasn't going to pick up the 10 yards necessary for the first down. So curious call right there.
And now Houston Barnes dropping back for Feather River. Simmering kicks it high and tried to kick away. Well, he kicked it away from Barnes, but very short kick. Down
Simmering did not do his ball club any favors with that. He had a prime opportunity to pin them deep. And I guess you could call it a shank, but a poor punt. And as a result, Feather River is going to get above average field position from their 25.
Simmering came in averaging 34 yards a punt. And it will be Barajas coming out at the quarterback position. And no gain, a loss. Wow, that was
a tremendous hit by Polai, who greeted the ball carrier right at the point of the handoff, and they lose 1 on the play.
Could have been another turnover right there. Polai got there the same time the handoff did. So the Golden Eagles continue to struggle here on offense. Barajas looks to the right. They're coming after him. They've got their screen set up, and it is fumbled or incomplete. That's a mad scramble. I'm not sure what happened.
That's twice now in the game so far that we've seen 2 Golden Eagles interfere with each other and bust the play. I don't know if it's confusion on the play call or what, but they're not on the same page, and it cost them right there. And back to Polai, he's playing the nose guard position right over the football, and he's rather an imposing figure at 290 pounds.
That screen was set up well. It was out there. It was open, but as you said, they collide, and the pass goes incomplete. 3rd and 11. And now we've got a whistle. Delay of game. So you'll see that sometimes when you rotate your quarterbacks in and out. Team trying to adjust to the different cadence.
And again, part of the storyline, penalty problems.
Baraja, 6 foot, 195, a sophomore, and he's going to take a sack. Holy cow. Terrence March got in on him and put him down.
That was a zone blitz, and March just sizzled through a small hole right there and clobbered Barajas. He had no time and no chance.
10:15 clock ticking down here in the first half. 7-0 our score. And the Panthers should get outstanding field position here. Gillum back at midfield. Punt is a line drive. It hits at midfield. Gillum picks it up. Dangerous. 2 defenders cannot bring him down. Finally, he's tackled at the 45. Oh, that could have been disaster in so many ways for the Panthers, but Gillum did a good job getting the ball.
Penalty marker on the play. So
there we go.
We'll wait and see how referee Brian Michelson sorts it out.
So it still might be a disaster depending on the penalty. Yep. So instead of having the ball on the Feather River side of the 50 or having it at the 40 or 45, it will go back to the Panther 29. Shavers still the quarterback. They've been keeping the ball on the ground for the most part. He rolls to the right side, throws it incomplete. Boy, he was pressured heavily, did a good job unloading the ball, and he threw it in the general area of Ryan Bant Cogburn.
Now that play was disrupted by the Golden Eagle who was injured previously a few plays ago, and that would be John Philip Bombeck, who was all over Shavers on that and forced the quick throw.
After the incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10. Snap back, they keep it on the ground. There's some room right up the middle. That is Hansen. Well, we talked about the outstanding year Hansen has had. 811 yards on the season, 4.7-yard carry, and 9 touchdowns for Hansen.
Well, he carries for 8 yards there, and it's going to bring up a key 3rd and 2. Nice tackle by Clip-On Taylor to halt that play.
And Hansen stays in the game. They are set up in a run formation to the left side, and they give it to Hansen, but I think he will be short.
I do too. Nice clutch stop there.
And they're going to punt the football. 3rd down or 4th and 1, and they will kick it away. So a good defensive stand by the Golden Eagles.
I'm very impressed with defensive back Houston Barnes, who's the single safety here in punt return formation. He's been in on a number of plays here and certainly one of their top players.
Barnes dropping back. He's at his 33, simmering, and another bad punt, unfortunately for Simmering, as the ball will be touched dead at the 44-yard line.
Well, he has hurt them twice now on consecutive possessions, and he's giving Feather River tremendous field position on this one. He took his eye off the ball and barely got a piece of that.
I think maybe that last punt was still on his mind when he went to punt the football this time, because it just looked like he was not in sync. So Golden Eagles come out 7-0 is still our score.
Well, it opens the door for the Golden Eagles, trailing by 7 here with this good field position.
They pitch it to the right side, and it is snuffed out in a hurry. They pitched it to Castro, Estefan Castro, trying to go wide right. Nowhere to go, though.
That was a fine defensive play. No gain on the play.
So we said, Will, this Panther defense, they have been outstanding all year.
They've kept the Panthers in every game. And with an anemic offense, they've been in, like I said, 6 games decided by 4 points or less.
2nd and 10. Give off to the left side. The Panthers string it out, and he does not quite get the corner. Ellington on the carry.
Well, it's clear that he's a speed back, but as you said, that lateral containment by the Panthers did not enable him to turn the corner, and they strung it out, and he gained less than a yard on the play.
So the ball is resting at the 45-yard line of Feather River. Golden Eagles looking at 7:14 to go here in the first half, down by 7. And it is 3rd and 9. They fake the pitch. Barajas tries to set up, rolls right. They collapse on him, and he shoots it wide right.
Oh, that was an excellent defensive call there on the blitz. They rushed 5 players, and Barajas had to scramble and throw it away.
Gilmore on the coverage for Sac City, so it brings up 4th and 9. A lot of punting here in the first half. Gillum back at his 20. High snap and a high good punt, all things considered. Gillum catches it and falls down at the 20. So the Panthers offensive unit comes out. Now the shadows creeping in a little bit here at Hughes Stadium. It has been bright and sunny and actually warm. Just a beautiful day. The lights are on, and the Panthers come out with a 7-0 lead, trying to run their overall record to 5-4 on the season.
Again, they start with poor field position, having to go the long way here from their own 20.
They got 4 wideouts in the game, but they keep it on the ground. Nothing doing, though, for Braylon White. He'll lose a yard.
In a certain sense, it's difficult to believe that this Golden Eagle defense has been giving up an average of 40 points a ball game, because they played tough so far here today, and partly because of Sac City inefficiency on offense and partly because of their own tough defense. So they lose 1 on the play, Randy, 2nd and 11.
They have battled hard, and the Panther offense looking a lot like last week in their 9-7 loss. Send a man in motion, nothing doing. They come back. LeBady has it. LeBady breaks a tackle up the sideline, and we've got a flag thrown as finally they get him down at the 46. Unfortunately, this will be
not sure what this
taken back more than likely, at least from the illegal block at the 38 or somewhere around there. Let's see.
I'm not sure on this one.
Oh, maybe not.
I think.
Face mask. All right, very good. So it does not go against the Panthers. And LeBady's, that was a nice run around in once he caught the pass.
Well, that's a huge play right there. They tack on the major penalty after the run, after the catch and run, and the Panthers are set up beautifully at the Feather River 32.
And the penalties continue to mount for Feather River, or against Feather River. It is White, the lone tailback.
Was a 51-yard play.
White gets a carry, and he'll gain little yardage, if at all. Looks like we have an injured player for Feather River down on the field.
Well, there's some hard hitting going on down in the trench. They lost a couple of yards on that play, but the injured Golden Eagle is being attended to here.
Cannot even begin to pick up a number, and we never like to speculate anyway. Big day of community college football here on SportsNetUSA.net. 1 o'clock start. It was Fullerton and Orange Coast. As you see the time remaining in the first half and the score, Sac City 7-0 over Feather River. What a beautiful scoreboard that has been installed here 2 or 3 years ago for the Panthers. Clifton Taylor is going to the sideline, so as always, we hope he's not seriously hurt. But Fullerton and Orange Coast started at 1 o'clock. And then the undefeated LA Valley and Citrus College game, that will be later today at 6. And Golden West and Grossmont, 2 highly ranked teams at 7 o'clock here on SportsNetUSA.net. White gets the carry. White looked like he had some room. Next thing you know, he is knocked backwards.
I'm really impressed with the defensive line play and line backing of this Feather River Ball Club. There's some hard smash mouth play going on down there, and it's been exceedingly difficult for the Panthers to get anything. Aside from a couple impressive runs by Tyree Hansen, they've been shut down. And virtually nothing in the passing game. There's some hitting going on out there.
It's a tough defensive football game, and good news for the Panthers getting up, walking to the sideline, Nate Van Asperen. Asperen on his own power, so more than likely he'll be back in.
Well, you can believe this is a hard-fought football game right here, and certainly the Panthers are going to have to generate more offense to put this team away. Even though they're 0-8 and on the road, they're playing very hard.
Kleinfelter goes to the side, and he will take some snaps with Van Asperen leaving the game. So
yeah, they had their starting center KO just now, so on in relief, and we'll see if that creates any problems with timing or touch for the Panthers.
Kleinfelter, 6'2", 284, a freshman from Oak Ridge. Fake punt Shavers. They tried to set up the screen, nothing doing. White was surrounded, and the pass is incomplete.
Short tempers out there right now, and things are escalating, you might say. Both teams turning up the heat and intensity. As a result, we get some minor skirmishing and hard hitting out there.
This will bring up 4th and 12. Now, if you are Coach Walker, what do you decide to do here? Really too long for a field goal attempt. A punt won't do you much good, so they look like they're going for it.
So far, they have not attempted a pass deep down the field yet.
Well, they need one here. They do the shuffle pass instead. There was a brief opening as they went to green, but it was shut down quickly, and the Feather River defense has held.
That was impressive. The visitors trailing by 7 here on the road, playing very tough defense, despite the inability of their offense to generate anything so far.
Golden Eagles have it. They are down 7-0, 4:35 to go in the first half. It has been a defensive battle. We have talked about the hard hitting on both sides. And Barajas will try to generate some kind of offense and get something on the board here before the first half goes by the wayside. Looks like it will be timeout taken, and it is by the Golden Eagles. That's their first timeout taken here in the first half. So Barajas will lead his offense over to the sideline, talk things over.
Well, they're going to need to go to their go-to guys, starting with Daniel Lindsay, their top ball carrier. And, basically their go-to guys in the receiving corps have been Francois. And, they might go back to Castro, who we saw get grabbed earlier on that one sweep where they used him on a reverse. In 8 catches, he's had 2 for touchdowns. But they need to crank up their offense any way they can right now.
So they've had their say. They've got 5 wideouts into the game. Panthers come with the blitz. They run the ball, a spin move. Well, there's one of the guys you talked about, Lindsey, their leading rusher on the season, but he loses yardage.
There were 3 Panthers in the backfield before you could even think about turning upfield. They lose 5 on the play.
2nd down and 15. 4:05 to go here in the first half. Barajas has him set, drops back. Panthers coming after him. He gets out to the right side, being chased, throws it behind the receiver at the 30-yard line. Pass is incomplete.
Extreme pressure there, flushing him. And again, it's the man you've complimented numerous times, Josh Johnson, applying the pressure.
Boy, it's hard to tell, but he looks like he could play at the next level somewhere. Trying to hit Morris, and the pass is incomplete.
Well, I would expect more of the same from this Panther defense on. This is looking like bring a penalty, and it's going to be a 2nd and 20.
So the ball is all the way back to their own 17-yard line. Barajas better be careful. He rose to the left, overshoots his wideout again, trying to hit Morris. Morris was out there, had maybe a step, but Barajas had no shot with the heavy backside pressure.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 20. And what we've seen so far in this first half is the defense is dominating. The opposing quarterbacks have had virtually no time to set and throw. The pass rush has been furious by both defenses, and the run game has been stymied. So it's been all defense here today.
And now if you are not careful here, or if you don't gain any yardage on 3rd and 20, the Panthers will have excellent field position. And they've got the screen set up, and it is snuffed out. Boy, 3 defenders all around Barajas. I think there's a flag down there. Roughing the passer.
Tough luck for the Panthers because they had that drive wiped out, and it was going to force a punt from the end zone. Bad discretion. Automatic first down.
So they move the chains, and what a bailout. We've talked about how good the Panther defense has been. That's a huge mistake. The ball is now at the 32-yard line. Barajas, a new set of downs, keeps it on the ground. They have to be breathing a huge sigh of relief there as it's Lindsey on the carry.
No doubt. That was going to leave Sacramento with field position probably at the Feather River 30 or 35 unless it was a phenomenal punt. But bad time for a penalty like that.
2nd down and 6, 4 wideouts in the game for the Golden Eagles. Panthers come up. They keep it on the ground to Lindsey. Lindsey with a short gain off to the left side.
Well, it's clear that just about everything he's gained this season has been on his own. He makes the most out of nothing, and virtually there hasn't been any daylight to run to for this young man, but he's an excellent runner.
3rd down and 4. They have trips on the left side. Panthers cover it, though. And that's either going to be a 1st down for the Golden Eagles or they'll lose 5.
So the Panthers compound their predicament. They're offside, 5 against them. 1st down, Golden Eagles. So 2 huge penalties have given Feather River new life here.
Pillai knocked the guard down, and it's a 1st down for the Golden Eagles. So 2 big penalties have really bailed them out. 2:15 and counting here in the first half. 7-0 our score. Panthers, and they lose the football. Panthers say they have it, and they're still scrambling, but the Panthers come up with the football.
Lindsey lost it, and Barajas had the best shot at it, and he dove for it, but got out-muscled for the recovery.
DeAndre Washington comes away with it for the Panthers. 2:09 to go on the turnover. Panthers celebrating on the sideline, hoping to get one more score here. Out they come.
2nd turnover, a pair of fumbles by the visitors. And this one's setting up Sacramento nicely here at the Feather River 39.
1st down, 1 timeout left for the Panthers. Throwing it downfield, that's a catch at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's the first time they've gone up the field with any significance here in the passing game, and he was on target that time. A nice grab. He was closely defended that time by Houston Barnes, but nice play.
Kalen Mack grabs that one for the Panthers, a sophomore wideout from Pleasant Grove.
Gain of 25.
Panthers in business. Except they take a sack on, I don't know if that was I think it was a missed handoff, and the loss will go back to the 20.
Well, again, tremendous leakage. That defensive front for Feather River is playing some good football today. Daniel Garces leading that charge for the Golden Eagles.
A loss of 5 on the play. And remember, Panthers just 1 timeout left. 1:08 and ticking down here in the first half. Hansen comes into the game. Hansen takes the fake. They throw the screen. LeBady, and LeBady will go down at the 20 for no gain.
Both defenses are thriving on ineffective offenses, and I can see this being a bruising battle the entire way today. The offense is just unable to generate anything.
Much like last week's game here on SportsNetUSA.net, where Panthers looked like they had that game in hand, and they lost a 9-7 defensive battle. Second half was all Siskiyous. Now we're down to just 20 seconds to go. They throw a quick pitch, and going down to the 15 is Green on the carry. Well, you've got to call timeout.
I just saw a tremendous shot delivered to Shavers, and again, we've called his number many times today. Number 35, Jan-Philip Bombeck, defensive lineman. he just leveled Shavers, and I mean he put it on him.
So Shavers is really angry. He comes to the sideline, throws his helmet down, and will sit on the bench.
Oh, he got pounded. That's the hardest he's ever been hit, I'm sure.
So Simmering will come out with just 3 seconds to go here in the first half. Panthers use their last timeout. And Simmering will try a 33-yard field goal attempt from the right hash. Moore with the hold. Here we go. Will it be 10-0 at the end of the first half? Simmering puts it up. It is good. It was hooking left. It looked like it might hook a little too much, but he gets it through the uprights. And at the end of the first half, the Panthers with a 10-0 lead after the fumble by the Golden Eagles. Wow, what a defensive battle here in the first half.
Well, the Panthers cash in on the fumble, going 39 yards, 5 plays, and Simmering salvaging the drive with a field goal.
There you see the story here at Hughes Stadium. Sacramento City College, beautiful scoreboard, beautiful day for football, and a defensive struggle, but the Panthers come away heading to the halftime locker room as they lead Feather River College by a score of 10-0. So keep it right here. We'll have more Panther football for you here in the second half. Do not go away. And keep it right here on SportsNetUSA.net. Welcome back to Hughes Stadium, Sacramento City College. Randy and Will with you for our second half. Halftime our score, Panthers over the Golden Eagles, 10-0. Panthers will get the football starting the second half here. This is SportsNetUSA.net. Glad to have you along for the last regular season home game for Sac City. Kickoff is away, and it's taken at the 5. They fake the reverse, but well played. Now there's a break, and the far sideline, it looked like they had the runner cornered at the 25-yard line, but he breaks away.
That was tremendous acceleration up the far sideline, and we're going to credit Torrey White on that. They faked the reverse, and it didn't, as you said, Randy, it did not fool Feather River, but he found a small lane up the right sideline and just smoked it.
But they do mark it that he stepped out of bounds at the 44-yard line of Feather River. So an explosive kickoff return. We haven't seen a lot of that this season for the Panthers. And we've got Wheaton into the game, or Yeaton into the game. Short pass completion to Mack. So Yeaton has come in, Justin Yeaton. Last week he got in late in that game. A tough position for the young man to be in, Will, last week. They were down 9-7 and not much time left. He comes in, cannot make it happen, but he gets a nod here to start the second half.
Just a gain of 1 on that, 2nd and 9 now.
Give is to the left side, stacked up again. Will, you have talked about it all evening. This defensive line from Feather River, they are very impressive, and they are playing a good game as they stop Johnson for a gain of 1, 3rd and 9.
Now they are very tough inside. They haven't allowed much of anything up the middle between the hash marks, and when they hit, man, they hit like a ton of bricks.
And they did just that there to Johnson. Johnson remains in the game. So 3rd and 9 for Yeaton, and trying to take advantage of the good punt return. The throw is up to the 35-yard line, and it's caught by Hampton, but he's short. I would think they'll go for it here.
I would too. He broke off his route about a yard short of first down measurement, and it was an excellent catch on the high strike from Yeaton. Delivered nice, but they are a bit short, and they're going to try to pound it here.
And you would think that the Golden Eagles are probably thinking like we are. They bring Hansen back into the game, do the Panthers. You would imagine he would be the main guy. 4th and 1. He gets a carry to the right side, breaks through, and he is tackled at the 25-yard line. I thought he might have 6 on that once he broke the original line of scrimmage.
They lined up in a power formation, almost looking like Yeaton was going to sneak for it, and I'll tell you, Hansen shot through that hole like a bullet.
And he is limping off the field. He did shoot through the hole. Somebody tripped him up. He's on the sideline now, very frustrated, but he gives the Panther a first down at the 25-yard line. Johnson back into the game. Hampton on the left side. The gain for Johnson will be about a yard. The flag has been thrown.
They would not allow him to turn the corner. He bobbed a couple of times and tried to juke and step to the side, but excellent lateral containment.
Once again, that defensive front doing the job for the Golden Eagles, and this will be whistled against the Panthers. Moves them back to the 35 of Feather River.
Well, they got flagged for a hold. That's going to bring up a repeat of first down, 1st and 20 now this time.
Yeaton's got one wide out on the left side. That's Hampton. Looks to the right, fires it out, has a man over there, and it is caught. Green with the reception, and they will mark that down inside the 30.
I'll tell you, Yeaton is throwing some lasers out there, but they've been high strikes, and he's stringing out his receivers who have to elevate and go up for those passes.
Second down and about 14. Now they've got 2 wideouts on the left side. Yeaton looks over the middle, throws it, and way high.
His passes are all taking off on him. Every single one that he's thrown had been high, and that one was unreachable.
So for Justin Yeaton, 1,073 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Called on here in the second half. Panthers leading by 10.
Well, it's clear he has the tools to be considered the better passer of the two that have been getting work today, but he's got to bring those throws down.
3rd down and 14. Rolls to his left side. A lot of pressure. Throws it up. It's touchdown. Somehow he found Jordan Moore for the touchdown.
We might have a roughing the passer to go on top of that, but Moore had just come into the ballgame on that last substitution.
A 29-yard touchdown pass. And the touchdown is good. And Will, you called it, roughing the passer. One thing that has impressed me with Yeaton all year long is his presence rolling out and under heavy pressure. He does a good job remaining calm and getting rid of the football. So now it's 16-0. And Simmering will try to make it 17. And an excellent start for the Panthers here in the second half, much different than last week. So Simmering puts it up, and Moore with the hold, and it's good.
Well, the excellent field position paid off as they go 44 yards in 8 plays, cashing in with the 29-yard aerial connection, Yeaton to Moore. Well, that opens up some breathing room that the Panthers have not enjoyed much this season. As mentioned again and again and again, 6 of their 8 decisions have been decided by 4 points or less, and they have rarely held a 17-point cushion. So this is a high mark for them, you might say.
And now they are walking off the personal foul, roughing the passer, so it will be placed right at midfield. Might be interesting to see how the Panthers do this. Simmering, setting it up midfield. Squib it, kick it in and out of the end zone. What do you do? It is squibbed, and it is deflected at the 11. Now trying to set up the return, fumble, and the Panthers pick it up, but they will say down.
Tremendous downfield coverage. It was the excellent Daniel Lindsay who scooped up the bobbled kickoff and tried to go wide, and just great containment.
That was a long, long way for Lindsay to run trying to set up the kickoff return. Plus, it was deflected originally. So the Panthers do not get the turnover, but the Golden Eagles, deep in their own territory, they set up at the 8-yard line. 17-0 the score.
Now, this could be a situation where the Panthers could go for the kill right here.
They keep it on the ground.
Now, if they can shut this down and force a punt from the end zone and drive a short field, then this game will be in control, you might say.
Lexus Archie is back into the game starting the second half for Feather River. He gives it to the left side, and there's a hole. Amazing running is Lindsay. Lindsay now up to the 35, knocked down near the 42-yard line. How he got out of there, I don't know.
He did all of that on his own. There was no help there, and he picked his spaces and made a couple of cuts and then tried to smoke it past those last 2 defenders. That was a brilliant run of 30 yards.
You know, you look at the record, you see they're 0-8, but there's talent on this team. And they will run the ball off to the right side. This time it's Quito Lee with the carry.
Well, he's listed at 5'10" and 222, and he looks more like 322. That is a big fullback right there.
So he powers ahead, just a gain of 2. I believe that's probably his first carry tonight.
I'm kind of surprised they haven't tried to throw to Lindsay and get him some running room.
Yeah, get him out in space, get him the ball. Second down and 8, ball at the 42-yard line. There he goes, but he's trapped from behind. Not much room to run at all.
None. They're looking for him now. They know he's dangerous, and that play backfired on them. They lose a couple.
Cameron Calder got him from behind. Call it third down and 11. 9:12 to go here in the third quarter. Panthers trying to go 5-4 on the year and then go on the road, their final home game of the year, or away game, taking on Butte. It's caught out there at the 40-yard line. And what a tackle at the Panther 49. That's Lewis.
Raphael Lewis just shivered his timbers and took him right off his feet. And on the previous play, I spoke of how big that Feather River fullback is, but it didn't matter on that play.
He hit Keto Lee, and Lee went backwards and down, but they pick up the first down. Panther crowd, they always like to see some hard hits, and Lewis delivered one there, but it's 1st and 10 at the Panther 49. Panthers showing blitz. Looked like some movement, but a nice run around right in. That's maybe enough for another first down that time by Archie.
They're not going to give him a very good spot. It's going to leave him a yard shy.
Alexis Archie, a 6'4", 230-pound freshman out of Salisbury, North Carolina. So 2nd and 1. He drops back. Lindsay alongside of him. And they power ahead.
That was, as you say, Randy, just a straight power play to pick up the first down.
And Lindsay picks up the first down. So the Golden Eagles mounting a drive of their own. This drive started at their own 8-yard line. Offense is waking up here in the second half.
Yeah, the big play, the 30-yard run by Lindsay to get him out of a hole.
Blitz from behind, and Lewis was one defender in there.
Now he hit Archie just as he was going to release the football and caused the low throw, but that was awfully fast getting in there to apply pressure.
Deion Drake was in there as well for the Panthers. Panthers rotating defenders in and out. Gilmore into the game now for Sac City. Pass incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Down by 17. There you go, over to the right side. There's some nice room running down near the 28-yard line. Wow, Lindsay is lightning fast.
He is. He's got great shifty moves, and he almost carried for a first down there. There might be a little bit shy there by a yard.
Third and 1. 6:46 to go. Feather River trying to get on the board here in the third quarter. Panthers stacking the line. And, that will be very close. Maybe that last little lunge picked it up.
I don't know if they're going to give him anything on that or not. I think he's going to be short again. It's going to bring up 4th and 1.
Lee on the carry. They did not give it to him. The ball is right at the 30, so he is short by a yard.
Well, this has got to be 4-down territory. We're midway third, and they're down 17, and they're going to try a field goal. Is there a surprise in my voice?
I think so. I think everyone's surprised.
This is difficult to believe.
Let's see if they even snap. No, they're going for it. The kick is up. That is no good. About a 45-yard attempt. They snapped it very fast. Vargas kicks it, but it is no good. And
it's more like a 55.
Boy, that's a shame for Feather River. That was a nice looking drive. 4th and 1. They decide to kick the field goal, and the score remains Panthers 17-0 over the Golden Eagles. Yeaton comes out for his second offensive possession here. They run off to the right side.
With the 17-point cushion, we'll see if they become conservative with their play calling and just try to work the clock with the ground game, but they're going to have to pick up first downs in order for that to be effective.
So Johnson carries about 3-yard gain. Well, not really bad strategy at 17-0 though, because your defense has been pretty stout all year. 2nd down and 7. Yeaton sets up, throws it, has his receiver. It is caught and held on. Down inside Feather River territory, Mack with the reception.
Tremendous concentration, and I got to give it to Yeaton. He threw a bullet right on the money, and the reason that was completed, besides the concentration, the defensive back had his back turned to the play and didn't see the flight of the ball.
He didn't see the ball, but he was pretty well covered. Just he did not turn his head, and Mack with those great hands hauls it in. Panthers with a 1st down carry, trying to get that power sweep going, and they get some yardage down to the 37-yard line.
That was
Green with the carry.
Nice carry. It could have been for even more, but Johnson was unable to get out in front of him as a lead blocker, which was designed for that play. And, like I say, unable to throw a block for him.
So Johnson checks out along with Gillum. Panthers looking at 2nd down and 4. Hampton goes wide to the right side. Yeaton turns, gives it off to Hansen. And Hansen with a short gain. Now we've got flags everywhere. It's definitely a flag fest.
I see 4 of them out there, and Hansen had nowhere to go. They put 8 in the box that time and just stuffed the line of scrimmage.
Gillum checking back in along with Jonathan Stark. This looks like, well, I've seen no signal yet.
Offsetting penalties, neutralize each other. 3rd down upcoming. They give Hansen 1 yard on the carry. It'll bring up a 3rd and 3.
So Cody Mitchell and Cortez Green for the Panthers.
It's nice to see the officials taking control and restoring order here, led by game referee Brian Michelson.
3rd down and 3. 4:07 to go in the 3rd quarter. Yeaton straight back. Now they set up the screen. It's there at the 40. 35-30. White with the reception and the 1st down. They'll set him down at the 26.
Well executed. Nicely done.
White was very patient, as was Yeaton. He drops it off.
Gain of 12 on the play.
Justin Yeaton, just a freshman quarterback out of Granite Bay in Roseville. 6'4", 205. Getting the start here in the 2nd half. Timeout is taken. And that was taken by Feather River. So their first timeout here in the 2nd half.
Well, there have been large stretches of this game where that Feather River defense that we've been raving about all night has been out there on the field. And that's a good spot for a timeout to give them a breather because they've been working hard today, and this is a sustained drive.
There's the story, 17-0. Panthers with the lead, 3:31 to go. We're in the 3rd quarter. Hope you're enjoying the game tonight. As we said, it couldn't have been better weather for football. And the Panthers trying to go 5-4. As we said, a tough call for them next week. They go on the road against Butte. And by the way, Butte and American River College just down the road battling it out today. Be interesting to find the results of that game.
And looking down here at the sideline, Tyree Hansen trying to shake off that leg injury, doing some jogging and some drills out here to test his leg. And we won't know the outcome of that until the next time the Panthers get the football.
Panthers have it, first down and 10 from the 26. Yeaton lofts it towards the end zone. It is caught, but out of bounds.
That's the same spot where they had the scoring strike to Moore earlier in this quarter.
Tried to get Green, but Green was just pushed out of bounds.
Well, Tyree Hansen hasn't yet told the coaching staff he's ready to go, so we'll assume that that injury is going to have to take a little more therapy.
And a break for the Panthers as it was defensive holding. I didn't see that flag, but the Panthers now have the ball at the 16-yard line. Give them 10, first down from the 16. One more score would be very, very difficult to overcome for Feather River. Yeaton turns, gives it to White. White with a huge hole, still on his feet, dances down near the 6. That was a beautiful hole on the right side by the offensive line.
It was. Credit that O-line for opening up a hole on that play, and he saw the daylight and ran to it. Here's a quick no-huddle, hurry-up offense.
Second down and 1. White with the carry again. I think he got enough for the first down. Maybe not. Trying to catch Feather River's defense off guard, but they don't do it. They stop them, no gain. So it's third down and 1. White remains the tailback. Braylon White, sophomore out of Del Campo High School here in Sacramento. He gets a carry, spun around, did not make it.
No, he didn't.
That defensive front, count me on your side, Will. They have just been outstanding here in this game.
And certainly the presence of Tyree White still on the sideline, or Tyree Hansen, I should say, sorely missed here. That would have been his carry, I'm quite sure. But to bring up the fourth down, and they lost some yardage on that.
And not only that, the Panthers are going to attempt the field goal. This will be about a 27-yard attempt by Simmering, number 41. Moore with the carry or the hold. Snap back, he's got it down. The kick is up. It's good. So the Panthers can't pick up the first down and are turned away from a touchdown, but they do get 3 on the board. It's now 20-0, 1:34 to go here in the third quarter.
Well, it takes them 8 plays to go 70 yards. And they add to their cushion now 20-0. And that's, as you said, Randy, going to be extremely difficult for the Golden Eagles to overcome that.
So the Panthers teeing it up at the 35. Lights are on at Hughes Stadium. And now Will's going to give us light here in the press box. Kick is short to the 26. Far sideline they go, and the return is up shy of the 40.
Boy, I'm telling you, there is still some serious hitting going on out there. Feather River may be down by 20, but they are still popping hard.
Maftoon with the kickoff for Sac City that time. So good field position for Feather River. And they are looking for some way to avoid a shutout. But this Sac defense, we talked about how impressed we were with Feather River. They have really played a heck of a game. There's a run right up the middle and finally tackled at the 33. Well, there you see, I think, what Alexis Archie does best. Boy, he got right up the middle.
Boy, he sure did. He's a big guy, too. Listed at 6'4", 230, and he looked like a scat back on that. Well, speaking of shutouts, Feather River blanked last week 40-0 against American River, so they're working on 6 consecutive quarters of being shut down.
Give is around the left side. And, man, one thing the Panthers defense has done all year, Will, they swarm to the football. It's not usually one defender taking down the guy. It's several.
Now, that was excellent pursuit. A lot of jitterbugging just for a 1-yard gain there.
Snap, and now they try the right side, and the Panthers string it out pretty good again, and they slam him down.
Boy, I'll tell you, the hitting I've been talking about is continuing to accelerate. They are playing some ferocious football out here today.
Darius Williams, the first defender there for the Panthers. That will be the last play here in the third quarter. The signal down on the field. Last play of the third quarter. There's the horn, the delayed horn at the end of 3. One final quarter to go. Panthers looking good and in control at this point. They lead the Golden Eagles by a score of 20-0. Keep it here for the fourth and final quarter here on SportsNetUSA.net. Fourth and final quarter set to start. Randy Routier and Will James with you here at Sacramento City College. Panthers trying to keep their shutout in hand. Third down, the give, and nowhere to go. And wow.
Well, you can tell these defenses are taking pride in their work, and we've mentioned this fellow all night long.
Josh Johnson, man, a defensive lineman leading his team in tackles, that's just unheard of.
They lose 5, 4th and 13 now.
Let's see what Archie can come up with. Throws it down. He's got a man out there. It is deflected. Touchdown. It was deflected away. And then it was caught, if there are no flags. Dakari Hamilton, on his back, caught the deflected pass.
It was almost like a Hail Mary deflection type play in the end zone with multiple players in that vicinity. Kind of a fluky, lucky play, but credit the Golden Eagles for getting on the board. And that was a big 4th and 13 that they cashed in.
Extra point, and we've got flags everywhere.
Oh, the Panthers jumped offside. Decline it.
So it's good. And there goes the shutout. 20-7 is the score now. And the Panthers have probably learned from last week when it looked like they had that game in hand and they let it slip away, losing 9-7. There's still a lot of time to go. The lead is only 13.
And credit the Panthers. They did a good job in cashing in a pair of field goals to add some extra cushion to that lead.
And let's credit Feather River because 0-8, you're on the road, a long bus drive down the hill here, and they are playing hard. Kick is away. Panthers set to return it. It's taken at the 11. They've got a right side return on, and a good return flung down at the 35. That's Green. No, not Green. And now some extracurricular.
It's been brewing all night. The hard hitting and the temperature flaring, and that time again, the aforementioned Harrison Barnes with a hard shot to drop that returner. And there's some skirmishing that's going on, and I don't think we've seen the end of it.
No. Torrey White was thrown down, and I mean he was thrown down. Didn't look dirty, just a good hard throwdown.
Of course, Sac City took exception to that, reacting predictably, you might say, but nevertheless, hard football being played out here.
So they mark it down at the Panther 39-yard line. White will be the tailback. 4 wideouts into the game for Yeaton. You were mentioning, how will they play this? Will they try to keep it on the ground, run it out? Nope. Yeaton throws it down. He's got a man wide open. Gillum grabs it. He's at the 20, still on his feet, finally tackled around the Panther 7-yard line. Oh, it was there. And we've got flags back here at the 45. Another defensive holding against Feather River, and the crowd celebrates. And credit Sacramento, the offensive coaches, for coming up with that play, throwing it down. Gillum did a good job keeping his feet. That's huge as they try to respond to the touchdown by the Golden Eagles.
Yeaton laid it out there nice, a 54-yard catch and run to the 7.
Yeaton has definitely shown potential. You can see it there. They give off to the right side, and Hansen will go down near the 2.
It's nice to see him back into the ball game, and you know he smells that end zone. He wants to get in there. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see him get the next carry as well.
He was so upset when he got hurt, came to the sideline very upset. It's been out twice, but he comes back in. The ball is down at the 4-yard line. Now they run to the left side, and there's that defensive front again. They are not giving up. Shooting in that time was Garces, Daniel Garces from Charlotte, North Carolina. That loss is all the way back to the 8-yard line.
5-yard loss on the play.
So it's 3rd down and goal from the 8. Hansen remains in the backfield. Yeaton has 2 wideouts to the right, fakes, rolls to the right, throws incomplete. Two wide receivers side by side. That could not be intended.
No, that was probably a mix-up in the formation and the pass routes. 2 receivers next to each other and 2 defenders right there beside them. So they're going to try for another field goal here on 4th and goal from the 8.
Looked like Anderson was the intended receiver, so Simmering comes out. This will be a 25-yard attempt, right in the middle of the field. Moore with the hold. He's got it down. The kick is up. No good. Simmering misses that field goal attempt, and what a huge break for the Golden Eagles. their defense was looking at a 1st and goal from the 7, and they held them out, and now Simmering misses a field goal. So it remains with 12:19 to go in the fourth quarter, 20-7, Panthers with the lead.
Well, they've left the door open without that extra insurance to go 23. Conceivably a pair of touchdowns here could squeak them.
And now you have to figure that the Golden Eagles have a little bit of confidence now. Snap back, and they throw a screen out here at the 15-yard line and breaking away, but the Panthers quickly shut it down as Lindsey caught the pass.
Well, they finally tried to throw to him. Been waiting all game for that to happen, and defense was well stacked and contained that and limited to a 4-yard gain.
So Archie, after the gain of about 4, 2nd down and 6. He has them set. Now he carries the football off to the right side. Panthers did well to adjust to that.
Well, it's going to bring up a 3rd down scenario here, 3rd and 4. No huddle offense.
Archie looking at 3rd and 4. 2 wideouts, both sides. Shoots it out. It's caught. That's a 1st down on the far side of the field. Again, a little bit of confidence offensively, it looks like, building up. He went out there to Lormus.
That was a well-thrown ball right there. He had good balance, followed through on that, and delivered a hot strike.
1st and 10. Ball is at the 36. Now they'll keep it on the ground, trying to bust something loose off to the right side. A short gain.
Well, if they need 2 touchdowns with a stop in between, they're going to have some play calling that calls for more yardage.
Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Dropping back, they've got the screen set up. It is too high, though. It was there. Tried to fit the ball into Ellington. So it brings up 3rd and 8. Ellington remains in the backfield. Now they bring in Lindsey. He's flanked on the right side. Ellington moves over to the left. Looks down the middle, throws it wildly high. Lindsey was his intended receiver, but way too high.
Well, they're going to have to give up the football here with just over 10 minutes remaining. So, again, the burden rests with the Feather River defense.
Gillum dropping back to receive the punt. We'll get a look at Julio Vargas one more time. Left-footed punt is good punt, taken right at the 24-yard line, and Gillum is tackled immediately.
Tremendous downfield coverage that time by the Golden Eagles.
Looked like Jaime Taylor on the coverage that time. Jaime from Booker T. Washington High School in Miami, Florida.
It's a long way from Butte County.
23-yard line for the Panthers. 10:14 to go. They lead 20-7. Trying to go 5-4. That loss last week, that was a tough one to take. But they have rebounded tonight against the Golden Eagles. Yeaton started here in the second half. Gives the carry over to the right side. Johnson with a few. Coach Walker and his offensive coaches, they rotate those backs in and out. Everybody gets a shot.
Well, the Panthers have everything going in their favor right now, including the clock rolling here with 9:45 to go in the fourth. Of course, they'd like to string together some first downs against a tough defense.
Yeaton keeps Johnson in the block and incomplete. That was a really nice effort right here at the 28-yard line.
Yes, it was. Anderson fully extended himself and tried to make the grab, unable to hold it. That'll bring up a 3rd and 9 now.
So Jordan Moore checking back into the game for the Panthers. And number 7 comes out to the right side. Anderson stays in the game. Trips on the right side. Eaton looking at 3rd down and 9. Takes it, rolls to the right, fires, has a man, and incomplete. It hit Anderson at the 36-yard line. Would have been a first down, but he cannot hang on.
No, that was an excellent strike delivered by Yeaton, and Anderson certainly knows that that was a drop. He threw his helmet. He's disgusted with himself and trying to find a lonely place along that sideline.
Yeah, and he ran right over to Yeaton and said, my fault. That was perfect. I should have caught that one, pulled it in. So Simmering will punt the football. And again, the Feather River defense, they rise up, hold them. That's a nice punt by Simmering. Fair catch is made at the 37. Hauling it in was Barnes, the defensive back. That guy's a talented player.
Definitely so. One of their very best. As you say, tough D again applied by the Golden Eagles to get a 3 and out.
Well, they're giving their offense an opportunity to get back into this game. They have avoided the shutout. Let's see what Archie can do here. Shoots it out, incomplete. That was 2 receivers again in the same area.
Well, we've seen a few things this evening that may be clues to why this Feather River team is 0-8 on the season, despite having some very talented ball players and pretty strong in certain areas. Good pass protection that time.
Lormus was the intended receiver. 9-11 here in the fourth, 20-7. Archie throws it, and it's intended at the 45-yard line. Nothing doing. Pass was low in the turf.
Archie was determined to go to that target there. He had Lindsey out here in the flat, virtually unguarded. Had he looked that way, that could have been a big gainer.
3rd and 10. Archie has trips on the right side. Left-hander looks that way, shoots it out. It is caught, but well defended by the Panthers.
That was basically a bail us out Lindsey type play, and he was surrounded and had nowhere to go. That play was not going to have first down yardage.
Elijah Jones on the tackle.
They lose 2 on the play. Punt formation again. They get virtually nothing out of it. It's a 3 and out. And they're going to have to punt here from their 36-yard line.
And they fake it. Right up the middle they go. They come with a perfect call at the perfect time. And Gillum saves a touchdown. Flat out saved a touchdown. That was a beautiful fake. Josh Miller takes it, and the linebacker runs all the way down to the Panther 11-yard line. Julio Vargas sold that fake.
Now, that was tremendous trickery right there. One of the best I've seen.
It was. It really was. So after the fake punt and the run all the way down to the Panther 11-yard line, 8:10 to go, 20-7. It's tight.
And if they can punch this in and pull within 20-14, it will make that missed field goal by the Panthers look even bigger.
Ellington remains the running back. 4 wideouts in the game for quarterback Archie. 6'4", 230 freshman quarterback. Panthers looking to come up the middle. Archie throws it. It is caught. No, incomplete on the Panthers sideline. Morris, the intended receiver.
Raphael Lewis with the coverage, and he might have got away with a little bit of a uniform jerk there, but no flag.
So they line up in the same formation here on the left side. Ellington in the backfield. Archie throws it to the right corner. It is incomplete, just a little too far over there. And we've got a flag thrown as well on top of it.
That receiver was open in the deep corner, just slightly overthrown, but we'll see about the penalty, and it would have been brought back anyway.
Holding against Feather River, 7:50 to go.
That has been a sore spot for the Golden Eagles all season long. They've had their fair share of penalties tonight, and this may be a drive buster, although it's still just second down, 2nd and 20.
Now the ball back at the 22-yard line. Archie has 3 receivers on the right side. He rolls that general direction. He's a left-hander. Shoots it down there. It's caught.
Excellent diving catch right near the sideline. Great concentration by the receiver there. And a pretty fine throw by the lefty going to his right.
Lorimus with the reception. That was amazing. A left-handed quarterback rolling to his right. 3rd down and 4 to go. Give is off to Ellington. Ellington tried to get it into the end zone. No call. Boy, he stretched out at the last minute.
Now, he still could get a first down. And it's going to be a first and goal from like the 1-yard line.
When he stretched out at the last minute, I thought he might have scored. It did not break the plane according to the officials. So it's 1st and goal.
Well, look for the sneak with this big quarterback under center.
Yep, you called it, Will. That's where they try to go. No signal yet. Looks like the Panthers have held.
Boy, that was tough D right there. Keep in mind, this quarterback's 230 pounds, and he was unable to get a yard on that play.
They hold him out. 6.5 to go. We have the making of another wild finish here at Hughes Stadium. So now Archie will go back and, instead of being under center, take the snap 4 yards back. Ellington is the back with him. Ellington with the carry. He dives in. And they're going to check it.
No call yet, Randy.
No call.
Boy, they're going to have to unsort them and see where they are. But the Golden Eagles feel they have a touchdown there.
And they finally get the signal. So the officials finally agree with them. And Ellington coming to the sideline. What an excited young man, and why not? It's cut down to 7 now. It could be 6. Vargas will come in. Vargas from Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is there. We get the referee finally signals, yes, it's a touchdown. There looked to be some more confusion going on. And now we'll see if this extra point attempt, Riles with the hold. Vargas powers it through. It's up and good. Hang on.
Hang on. The reality of this comeback is certainly on the minds of everybody here in the stadium tonight. And Sacramento City College now has got some work to do with nearly 6 minutes to go in the ball game. They cannot afford to play conservative football.
A tough loss last week in a game they seemed to control. They lost that game 9-7 to College of Siskiyou. And at one point, they led this game by a score of 20-0. 10 plays, 63 yards, another well-conceived drive, and all as a result of the fake punt.
Now that was huge. That's the play of the game so far. And Sac City was caught flat on that.
So Coach Tom Seamy pulls out the stops there, comes up with a huge play, and now I would think it might be too early for the onside kick. Panthers have 3 timeouts left, and the Golden Eagles have 2. Vargas kicks it deep, and this will go in and out. No return.
That's just what they wanted. Very effective kickoff. And this Panther offense has work to do.
Torrey White lets it go out. .551 to go, 20-14. What a turnaround. At halftime, it was 10-0 for the Panthers.
And the Panthers put up 10 in the third quarter. And now, as I mentioned earlier, the missed field goal factoring in seriously now.
So Yeaton comes out, and it was offside on the kickoff team, so the ball is at the 30 instead of the 25 for the Panthers. 2 timeouts for the Golden Eagles, 3 for Sac City. And hang on. That defense is still bringing it for Feather River, and Moore gets a carry. He'll gain 5.
Now, this defense is motivated right now. They feel that if they can get a clutch stop, that they can pull out this football game. Gain of 4.
Well, they only get more 4-yard gain. Looked like he had 5. They move it back. Eaton returns from the sideline. But 2nd down and 6 to go. Yeaton gives it to Moore again. Moore sweeps to the right side, upended. Oh, he took a hit and he's down. Slow to get up.
Again, I say the hitting tonight has been ferocious, and the training crew hurriedly scampering across the field to attend to the fallen Panther.
Let's see where they mark the ball. They have not moved the first down marker yet.
Well, that looks somewhat serious. The mishap occurred right in front of the Feather River bench.
So they're marking it now. 3rd down and about 2. Taking a long time to attend to Jordan Moore, who carried the ball. Clock stopped. 5:06 to go in the game. 20-14. Feather River College, they have really played their hearts out, and they're trying to pick up victory number 1 here in 2016. The Panthers trying to go 5-4, go on the road next week against Butte, see what happens there. But they got to nail this one down first.
Well, this has been an inspired effort by visiting Feather River today. They came in with all the odds stacked against their ball club, and after falling behind 20-0, it looked like just more of the same for their season. But boy, they have played inspired football here in the second half. Well, the longer the Jordan Moore injury scenario continues, he's now on his feet and coming across on his own power. Nice sportsmanship right there by Feather River's J.T. Davis, defensive back on their squad.
There you see number 7, Jordan Moore, 5'8", 185, freshman, Sheldon High School.
Well, he had a key touchdown catch in tonight's ball game.
And now Feather River trying to get their fans and their sideline pumped up for this. Well, they look like they're sensing maybe they are going to get their first victory of the year.
Yes, they do.
3rd down and about 2.5 to go. Yeaton with the long count, steps back. Play clock at 9. Checks his wrist. Looks like he's changing the play. There's only 3 seconds to go. He gets it off, gives it off to the left side, and bursting through, it is Hansen.
When you get in a tough spot,
Yep.
you give it to your top back, and it's definitely Tyree Hansen, and a crucial first down right there.
Well, we talk about how physical Hansen is. One other thing, and that is you can't teach what he has. He knows where those holes are, and he's always moving forward. Well, I can't think of one time where this season I saw him carry the ball and get knocked backwards.
No, he squares his shoulders, and he is just a bull.
A huge first down. This play will take it under 4. And just like that, a huge loss.
Well, they were looking for that number 2, and boy, they sure swarm to the ball, don't they?
Well, Hansen didn't go backwards, but he did not go forward.
Well, they just lost 3 yards on that play.
They sure did. 2nd down and 13. Timeout taken.
Gut check time for both
Yes, it
squads.
is.
This has been quite a battle here at Hughes Stadium this afternoon and this evening. These clubs have asked for and given no quarter. The hitting has been ferocious. And for the most part, a well-played football game.
1 timeout left now for Feather River. Panthers are looking at 2nd down and 13. After that running play went nowhere.
They may have to burn that last time out before they get their hands on the football, because if they get a stop here in this series, they'll get the football back again, but no timeouts, and they'll have to run sideline routes and spike the ball and try to work down the field.
LeBady back in the game for Sac City. It's still Hansen. Hansen and LeBady lined up on the right side of Yeaton. Send a man in motion, and Hansen gets a carry. Hansen with just maybe a gain of a yard.
Now, he got drilled on that. Man, the defensive hitting by this Feather River Ball Club has been sensational. That's the first time we've seen him get knocked back. Timeout, Feather River.
Feather River takes their last timeout here in the game. So the clock is stopped with 3:46 to go. At one point, it was 20-0. Hard to believe. Now it's 20-14.
Yes, it is.
really, we were talking about one more score might put this game away.
And they had that golden opportunity with the field goal. Could not take advantage. As a result, the determination of this winless ball club has turned this into a real dogfight.
It's really been a good game to watch. Hope you're enjoying it at home. The final regular season home game for the Panthers. Trying to go over 500, 5-4. Third down and 13 to go. Yeaton throws it wide right, and we've got a flag thrown.
Late flag by the back judge came flying in there.
Hampton was the intended receiver, and they will talk this over, the field judge and the referee. How many defensive holdings have they been whistled for?
Well, this time they burned defensive back Cody Mitchell on the coverage. So the Panthers get a tremendous break.
Tremendous break indeed. I mean, after that incomplete pass, they'd be punting the football away with 3:41 to go.
And again, the penalty bugaboo hurting the Golden Eagles.
Well, this team is definitely better than 0-8. No question about it. Yeaton gives it to Johnson, and they are swarming, and they are still bringing it. Yes. Man.
Now, this defensive unit has been spectacular.
Cliffon Taylor coming in, first man in. Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11.
I love this never say die spirit. All winning ball clubs have that element, and this Golden Eagle defensive crew is showing that right here tonight.
2nd down and 11. Time now, running down. Johnson on the carry to the left side, gets out, stumbles ahead for 2 or 3, and stays in bounds. Remember, the Golden Eagles, no timeouts left.
That was an excellent submarine job. Johnson was able to lurch forward to get a couple out of that, but that defensive back came roaring up from the secondary to clip him at the ankles.
Panthers, all 3 timeouts still on their side of the board.
Well, they'll be very content to let the clock roll as much as they can, but here's a big 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8, Hampton down here on the right side, number 15. They keep it on the ground. Johnson pounded. We've got a flag thrown, and there may be more flags, and there are.
At least one of them is going to be against Sac City.
Right.
We saw an after the whistle shot delivered.
Man, you're trying to, I know it's an emotional game. You're trying to put this one away. 2:09 to go. And the visiting team has no timeouts left. They huddle up, and they're trying to sort this one out. The first flag would have to be a hold, I would think, against Sac City, and then maybe even a personal foul added on to it. I don't know.
Nick Martinez, offensive lineman for Sac City, got in one of the shots, that's for sure. But we'll let referee Brian Michelson sort this out for us as he's going to confer with both benches.
After that second shot, about 3 more flags came out. And I see an... Oh. That's tough for Martinez. A double foul.
Holding and then a personal foul.
Then a personal foul. They declined the holding. They take the personal foul, which is a 15-yard penalty. And Simmering comes out. He'll be back at his 20. 2:09 to go. No timeouts for Feather River. But the Panthers now are all the way back at their own 34-yard line. They would have to go up to the 48-yard line of Feather River to pick up the first down. Good snap. Simmering, and he gets off a poor kick. It does get a little bit of a roll. Simmering has had a tough night.
That, sir, is an understatement.
I like to understate it, though, Will.
Three poor punts, and now the burden shifts over to the Sac City defense, which in turn has been terrific tonight. But this is what the visitors wanted, one more shot with the football. It's going to be tough without the timeouts.
I think if at the beginning of the game you said this is what it would come down to, they would take it. Ball at the 44-yard line, rolling left and throwing it, hit as soon as he tried to throw the football.
Well, the ever-present.
Yes, Johnson.
Big 99.
Josh Johnson hitting Archie just as he got set to throw the ball. Pass is incomplete, 2nd and 10. 20-14 is the score. Panthers trying to hang on here at Hughes Stadium. And the visiting Golden Eagles trying to get their first win of the season. There's a high toss down the middle of the field. And nothing doing, trying to get Lindsey the football, which is always a good idea.
Well, they had triple coverage on him in the middle of the field, and the two wideouts near the sidelines both had single coverage. So, though that may have been the play call, that was not the open man.
3rd down and 10, no flags on the play. 3rd and 10 for Alexis Archie. Golden Eagles have 3 wideouts on the left, one at the top of your screen. Archie, and will be tackled from behind. He takes a sack.
Well, that sack right there may put the final nail in the coffin, so to speak, but it's now going to bring up 4th and 11.
Deion Drake with a sack for the Panthers. 4th and 11. Can they pick it up? Rolling to his left. Archie throws it. It's knocked down. Lewis, I think, got a hand on it. They were trying to get the ball to Lindsey, but there's a flag right near where all the action took place.
This will be an interesting call, Randy.
Well, Johnson has already walked off the field. He said that is against Feather River. Coach Walker wants the explanation.
Pass interference, personal foul.
Well, home fans, as you might suspect, do not like that call.
That is a surprising turn of events.
Did they give a number, Will? I didn't hear the number.
No, they did not.
All right. So 1:01 to go. No timeouts for Feather River. 3 still on the board for the Panthers. That could have been the ball game. And as we said, when Feather River got on the board, hang on, and now double hang on.
Well, they've got one tick more than a minute here to try to do some Hail Marying or go underneath if they can get the football to Lindsey.
Or go on the side. Yeah, if they hit Lindsey just right, man, he might not stop running till he gets in the end zone. He's got that kind of speed, that kind of elusiveness.
Well, you can't say they're not stringing out the fans here. Everybody's on the edge of their seat and standing up or sitting down. They're pretty much glued with heavy drama here.
Well, it's been a good game.
Now Coach Danny Walker out onto the field, trying to get the attention of game referee Brian Michelson.
Well, what's happened? They are giving the ball to the Panthers.
Yes, they are.
How did that happen? Did they not call personal foul against Sac City?
Well, I'm in complete confusion right now. But
that's what they signaled.
So the Panthers have a chance to salt this game away. A couple of kneel downs.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Game ball.
I missed it. I apologize, but they called personal foul. They must have signaled against the wrong team.
Evidently.
That's why Johnson was already off the field, but the official definitely signaled against Sac City.
We saw it.
But they set him up, and they take a knee, and with no timeouts, Feather River does not get a chance to complete the comeback and win the game. So congratulations. An outstanding game, actually.
It was indeed very entertaining and very intense.
Definitely intense. And I can't say it enough about Feather River. I know they're 0-8, but they don't play like a 0-8 team. So hang in there, guys, because that was a great effort. And congratulations to Coach Walker and his squad as they hang on and win tonight, 20-14. And a defensive battle pretty much in that first half. Looked like the Panthers were going to finally run away with the game. They were one score short, and then everything switched around, especially on that fake punt. And Golden Eagles came back and made it very, very close, but the Panthers do win.
Well, just as I was saying that the 20-point lead was the largest cushion of the season that they've had, except for the 28-0 win at Sequoia, it evaporated just that quickly.
And then some confusion at the end. We both thought they signaled the personal foul against the Panthers, and next thing you know, Eaton is taking a kneel down, and it's over.
Well, this was certainly a hard-fought football game. Both clubs exhausted, understandably so. And as you said, heavy credit to visiting head coach Tom Simi and the Golden Eagles from Feather River. They put everything out there on the line. They left it all on the field tonight. And despite the outcome, I know they left a lasting impression on the Sac City Panthers.
They definitely did that. They made a pretty strong impression on you and I up here in the booth as well. So that's it. The final regular home season football game for Sac City here in the 2016 season. I want to thank everybody over here at Sacramento City College. They have been so great to us over the years. Mitch Campbell, Paul Carmazzi, Steve Gill, Ruben Davis. And want to thank our special technical advisor, Jim Bailey, and our producer, director, Ed Ford, down in Southern California, and our cameraman, Tanner Misono, an outstanding job. And most of all, want to thank everyone for tuning in here in the 2016 season on SportsNetUSA.net. Hope you enjoyed the telecast, the broadcast, and Will, I want to thank you. Another good season, and Panthers one more game on the road against Butte. Who knows? They might go 6-4 and make it into a bowl game, maybe.
It'll be a tough challenge, but they have the opportunity to do so.
All right. Well, hope you enjoyed our game tonight. It was a bruising, and we mean a bruising battle. The Panthers had a strong lead, 20-0 at one point. They held off the furious rally by the visiting Golden Eagles from Feather River College and made it exciting. But the Panthers hang on, thanking everyone here one more time at Sac City. We'll say so long from Hughes Stadium, where tonight the Panthers hang on. They run their record to 5-4. Randy Routier and Will James saying so long as the Panthers win this game tonight over Feather River College 20-14. And this has been SportsNetUSA.net. Good night.